Go make yourself a drink if you can.
Don't promote alcoholism whether they're like 12 years old.
Do you think we're gonna have 12-year-olds watching?
No, because you have the maturity filter on, right?
Yep.
All right, yeah, no, you're 18 years old or when you come in here. Still not legal age in America, though.
But hey, Wisconsin, you can be 12 and drink with your parents. So, anyway, go make yourself a drink if you can.
With
Got
your parents.
If you want to. And get some tin foil from your kitchen, some Reynolds wrap, some high quality stuff, and make yourself a hat out of that. Because tonight we are talking about conspiracy theories. And, of course, the mere mention of that, generates images of a dank basement with a person who has a cork board, most likely, and has a bunch of red twine connecting a bunch of images and stuff.
Yeah.
Too much red twine.
It's an absurd amount of red twine. Like, you just look at it and you're lost. And
They're
confused.
always at Joanne Fabrics getting the red twine.
Oh my god. All of that red yarn. Okay, love them or hate them, conspiracy theories are just, I don't know, they just envelop the American culture, I guess.
Any culture.
Love conspiracy theories.
I personally.
Just the idea of fighting against the man. They're hiding something from
Well, no,
us.
it means it's like the unknown, you know? Like there's something more than we don't know kind of a thing. It just makes life more of a mystery. So.
Yes. So, I mean, they offer a different way of looking at things in history that have a very linear known path, like the JFK assassination, the moon landing, stuff like that, to name a few. Those are kind of like the best known conspiracy theories, I want to say.
Right.
And, I mean, some conspiracy theories, are used to, to progress a certain agenda that is pretty bad, and offer hate to certain groups of people. But conspiracy theories, to me, at least the ones that, I don't necessarily believe in them, but like ones that I think that are cool, just it's a different way of looking at the world, and I really enjoy doing that, alternate history and all that good stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
There's more than one story,
Exactly. And, it's cool when people tell those other stories. It just makes things more interesting to me.
Gives me life.
Yeah, exactly, gives me life. But there's one conspiracy theory out there that just, it really just...
It makes you absurdly upset.
It really does.
Like, for no reason why. I can't really get behind the anger behind it.
When I'm driving my car and I hear it on the radio, I want to end it all. I'm like,
you
fuck
too?
it. And just go right into that tree over there.
I've never... Really?
I mean, especially when I'm coming home from Walmart or something, my anger my tolerance is right up there, so...
I mean, grocery shopping just diminishes everything.
It's
Your
a
tolerance
thing.
for anything.
Ask my mom.
It's a thing. This is true. But yeah, so that conspiracy theory, if you couldn't figure it out already, by the awesome images that Caitlin made for us.
It took me about a month to finalize them.
Yeah, no, they have a lot of...
They look great.
So you got one here that's a circle. The other one here is a sideways circle. It's
Circle means round,
a bit more ecliptical.
and oval means flat.
Okay, so basically we're talking about flat Earth. If you couldn't gather that already, we're talking about flat Earth theory. Oh, God. Yeah, as Alec mentioned, I get absurdly upset about flat Earth.
Avid hater.
I'm an avid hater of flat Earth.
You don't even give it a chance.
I
You just
don't.
straight up burn them down away.
Oh, it's like that, and there's another conspiracy theory that I can't think of right now.
JFK?
No, that just makes me absurdly
Marilyn
pissed
Monroe?
off. No. But, I mean, you're...
Donuts.
Donuts? What about donuts?
I don't
The
know,
hole in the
weird.
middle. Why are they half empty?
Where does it go?
Oh my god, I can't even remember right now. Oh wait, god, I think it's chemtrails probably that also pissed me off.
Oh yeah, no, those are real though. You know that, right?
Oh, I mean,
they're leaving chemtrails in our atmosphere. It's turning the frogs gay.
Okay, but think about this. What if oxygen, as we know it, is just an invention from the government to kill us slowly? And we breathe it every day. We die over a period of 70 years.
Very impressive.
Doesn't that just blow your mind?
Wouldn't it be something if there's not actually oxygen in the air, but they come into your house when you're sleeping and just hook a mask up to you? I think that'd be the more interesting.
No. What if
every
people
night.
with sleep apnea? Those masks, they have to wear?
Yeah.
The special sleep masks? What if that's that? And they have to kill those people quicker.
That's my dad.
Oh no, my dad too. I'm sorry. Sorry. Okay. Anyway,
Michael.
we're getting off topic. We need to stay on the topic of flat Earth theory, even though I hate it with a roaring passion.
I love it.
Don't with me.
I love to hate it because I
You're a
love
sci-
hating things.
Exactly. You're a science person. Why do you say that you love it?
It's just challenging everything.
Yeah, tell us what you think. I mean, just
I
randomly
believe the
pick out
world
a
isn't
hat.
flat, but I mean, it's fun to think that it's flat.
Right.
It's
Like a giant
alternative
waterfall.
perspectives on something. Not giant waterfalls, but
Speaking of that, this is the main points that I got from flat Earth theory. So basically, the Earth is like a flat disc. Think of like a dinner plate. Let me draw something for you.
please don't.
I'm gonna draw something
You're
for
not
you.
an artist.
It's okay.
Like a frisbee of sorts.
Like no, like it's just like a
Oh.
dinner plate.
Frisbee.
Like a
okay.
dinner plate.
Hold on. That was, you missed it. Like a dinner plate.
Like a dinner plate, right? So Earth is in the middle, right here.
Yeah.
Let me get some good little continents in there. Right there.
Oh,
See
God.
that? Oh, it looks great, doesn't it? It's like soup.
I'm not even sure they could see anything.
I love soup.
Maybe, hopefully. I don't know.
Yeah, I can see it.
Just look at that. Anyway, so then on the outside edge of like the dinner plate Earth is something called the ice wall.
Yeah.
Think of Game of Thrones.
South Pole.
Yeah. Think of like Game of Thrones. Basically, like
360 pole.
Yeah. Like,
Sorry.
Like no human has ever like traversed it, so they don't know how big it is. So they just assume that it goes all the way around the Earth, and that's what keeps the water trapped in.
Yeah.
And keeps
Also
us from
fall
going
off.
too far. Yeah. What?
I also said fall off.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So then on top of all
It's
of
a
that,
babysitter.
in some weird like Jetson style stupidness, is like a covering,
A dome.
a dome, which is called the firmament.
Firmament.
The firmament. And we can't go past the firmament into space. So like everything that we see from like the stars, the other planets, the moon.
So it's like the Milky Way of sorts? Is that how they're seeing it?
No, it's just like a Jetson style fucking dome over
Okay.
the Earth.
Yeah.
And
It protects us.
yeah, it protects
Well, no,
us.
I was just thinking like as if the Milky Way is as far as we basically...
No.
Oh.
No, it just the Earth.
Okay, I'll just stop there.
Yeah, no,
All right.
Only the
all right.
Earth is flat. Everything else is round.
No, nothing else exists.
Oh.
Just us.
Yeah.
So
That's nice.
basically, the firmament protects us, and like we can't go past the firmament. So like the moon landing was fake because of that. The Hubble telescope taking all of its glorious pictures of space, those are all faked. The Discovery satellite, I think it's called, the one that like went to all the planets and took all those nice pictures,
Yeah.
fake.
Voyager.
Voyager, that's what it was. Yeah, Voyager, fake. Fake news. Anyway. So yeah. And gravity doesn't really exist.
Yeah.
Kind of.
That's a lie.
Basically,
It's a fucking lie.
Your middle
basically-
school teacher is lying to you.
exactly. Basically, dinner plate Earth is just going up at an accelerated rate that everything
High ass speed.
We go faster every day.
so fast, like a very fast
It's
elevator.
like when you get the wrong order or plate that you ordered like 3 times over and you just say fuck it and just toss the thing as fast as you can.
Exactly.
I like the Japanese arcade game, like flip the table, like just.
Exactly. So we are just going up at such a high speed that is what's keeping us all on the ground.
Mm-hmm. And you don't. It couldn't be round. Like the Earth couldn't be spinning and doing all that stuff because apparently if the Earth was spinning at the rate it is, these glorious flat Earthers, they did all the math for us, so we didn't
Yeah.
have to. It would throw us off if the Earth was spinning that fast. The gravity is not enough to keep us down. So just think about that.
We
Like,
went
if the Earth is spinning, we'd just be in space right now.
Yep.
Can't be round.
Going on their 2018 convention website, they say that's not possible at all. Like, there's no scientific proof of that whatsoever.
Yeah.
Because they all
Because if there was proof, we would fly off.
It's literally written in their website.
Because they think the scientists are lying. Because, okay, the whole thing with conspiracy theories is that there's some kind of ulterior motive behind it. Why, like, a government or, like, some person or people that are in charge, you know, they have some ulterior motive to, like, hurt people. With Flat Earth, that doesn't exist. Basically, we just lied about it for so long.
I'm just wondering why, when you go up in a plane, you can see the curvature of the Earth.
projections.
Oh,
That's literally what they think.
okay.
Yeah, no, it's like your glasses. Like you don't like it distorts a little bit around the ends. The ends. It's like the atmosphere is doing that to your eyes just naturally, so it looks curved. That's the reasoning.
It's the goddamn chemicals that they're putting in the...
It's turning the turtles bi.
Exactly. But, like, okay, so, like, conspiracy theories, there's supposed to be ulterior motive. Like, something's supposed to be hurting us.
Yeah.
The whole flat earth theory, they basically, the whole thing was is that the governments around the world lied about it so much that they got, like, embarrassed that it wasn't true when they finally found out
Yeah.
that they couldn't go past the firmament when, you know, we were
The
saying
government,
rock-
how many thousands of years ago this was,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, exactly.
figure
but, like,
it out.
Yeah, but, like, you know, like, think of, like, the U.S., like, when we were starting to do, like, space program stuff in, like, the 50s and 60s. They were basically like, oh my God, the Earth is actually flat. What do we do? Just lie about it. Say that's still round.
We don't understand a flat object, but we understand round objects.
That's why it
It's
pisses me
round.
off so much. It totally goes against, like, the whole conspiracy theory, like, setup.
What rate of speed would we have to be traveling at after 6K years of total existence? Oh, I'll do that for you, Majori.
Okay.
You do the math.
But yeah, so it's just, I don't even know. It's just so,
Yeah.
he's on it. Great. I'm happy. So as I mentioned before, like, all the things we see in space are fake. So, like, there's theories out there as well that this kind of pertains to, like, hollow Earth, or not hollow Earth, hollow moon theory.
Yep.
Or
So
that
that's not even the moon isn't even a thing.
moon even isn't a thing. Basically, it's like, it's either like a hologram or it's a spaceship used by aliens to monitor us. What?
And so, do you know, I didn't see, but, like, what about the sun itself? Do you know, like,
From
does
what-
that exist?
Yeah, from what I remember, it's actually way closer than they say that it is.
Okay.
For some reason. Because, like, with all of this flat earth stuff, there's also, like, it ties into, like, the theological, like the sun orbits around us kind of a thing.
Right.
You know? So, like, basically the sun is closer than it actually is.
So we're, like, the end-all be-all, like, we're the center of the universe.
Some people believe that, I'm sure, yeah.
I know it's, like, sometimes, like, flat earth, like, there's many versions of it. Like, one of them
Yeah.
is a religious version, and
Yeah.
one of them is, like, a science,
Yeah, because people...
pseudoscience,
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, because people can't, you know, deal with the fact that we're not the only thing in the universe, right?
Well, I feel like they're like, oh, you know, because everyone believes in this, like, they kind of want to challenge it in a way, you know, and because, like, they haven't experienced it or they had, like, a rough time, like, understanding the science, they're like,
Alright.
no. There's got, you know.
No. Or maybe they just, you know, live such a
know.
life where, like, they thought that the government was, you know, messing with them for so long that they were
Right.
like, hey, flat earth is a thing. It's like those people that, believe that they are being, like, assaulted by the government 24/7. What is it? Like,
Yeah, that's me.
the...
Go sit down now.
What are they called? Like targeted peoples or something? Targeted groups? Like, they think that the
Oh.
government is watching them all the time? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a story for another day. But, you know.
Well, I did the numbers real quick, and it turns out the Earth, if the Earth is 6,000 years old, hold on, if
What?
the Earth was only 6,000 years old, I did the wrong numbers, then it would be, the Earth would be traveling at roughly 185 billion meters per second versus the speed of light's 300 million
Who's
meters per
Majori?
second. Majori? I don't know. But Einstein was an idiot. Yes.
I mean,
He did
was,
nothing. He didn't send all of his math work off to do like some other mathematician and then solve it on his own for no reason.
You know who my favorite, like, science person ever is?
Who?
Tesla. Nikola Tesla. I love Nikola Tesla.
All his work was stolen, you know that, right?
I know, right?
It's
By
pretty much
Edison.
useless.
Fucking Edison.
If you don't know how to save your own science, I mean.
But he
what good are
also
you?
was, like, such a kind-hearted man that he, like, gave over patents to Westinghouse.
Oh yeah.
Because he was like, hey, I see that you're in dire straits. I will, you know, give you some, you know, give you money, you know. Such a kind man. But yeah. And his whole thing,
Oh.
I really want to do a story about him because he's really cool.
Majori's your dad. Asking the real questions.
Oh!
My dad.
I love it.
Yes.
Oh, my dad. Oh, so when I was
Hi.
looking up,
I'm glad that he figured out the chat, but my parents haven't.
well,
Yeah.
actually, I don't think he I think he knows it, but he like texted me saying like he can't hear me. That was like 13 minutes ago, so I just texted him again.
Yeah, I mean your mic looks
Maybe.
good, so you should be fine.
Maybe a change.
Yeah, you should.
We'll
be
see.
Good.
You can always just pinch it really close to your mouth. No, not a.
Oh wow, I saw my breath.
Pop filters.
But what I was gonna say, sorry if I go off track a little bit, but like when I was researching this before, like I didn't know a lot, just except the Earth is basically flat. That's how I know, what other people saw about it. But the top stories when you Google search it is that a third of millennials are confused about flat Earth theory, like they believe in the theory of the Earth being flat.
Well, I mean, look at us.
So
We're
ages
millennials. 18
through 25.
Yeah, we're in that age. Look at we're the
But-
perfect example. 1, 2
Is
are
it-
completely confident. 3, I'm unsure.
Yeah. And so I looked and I couldn't find actual
They're
data that they're talking
to go
about.
along with that statistic.
Yeah.
So I'm just I'm amazed by this. But yet
I wonder if they did
I
like a
would-
Twitter poll.
I know. I feel as though what they did is
right.
they went
I
to
don't
like
think they actually sorry.
I feel as though they went to like physics classes and stuff, or like other like high school like just odd science classes and stuff. And they asked them like incredibly specific, like math questions about it. And if they didn't get it right, they're like, oh, they must be unsure about the Earth being round.
I mean, I would hope so. I feel
Like-
like it was a Twitter poll.
Or it's like something like they have like that oddly like weird question like, oh, how big do you think the Earth is, like in like meters squared?
Oh my god, yeah.
But I mean, because I couldn't find
Yeah,
anything for it. Yeah, I know. Hi, Dad. I think that they maybe talk to younger people, like middle school, early high school kind of a thing.
Maybe.
I mean, we don't know who they actually talk
Yeah.
to, but I'm just like, oh, great, now it's turning into a millennial issue, but
fault.
I know, yeah, they're saying that
it's not millennials that are
stupid.
actually
Yeah.
talking about it at
Right?
the same time. So I'm like, wow, these are the top stories, but
I'm not
whatever.
raising a bunch of money to fire an air compressed can up in the air with.
But again, we hate the people like in the generation under us. So
Yeah, I mean, it's
guess-
a never-ending cycle.
Right.
But also, maybe it's like an age of the internet thing. Like,
Yeah.
basically all the information that you can want is at the click of a button. So, like, if you find, like, the wrong information, you know,
True.
and you're very,
Mhm.
like, gullible, you know, because,
Yeah.
like...
It is hard to decipher.
Yeah, when you're that young, even, like, people our age, you know, like 22 to 30 or whatever, like,
Yeah.
in the millennial age group, you know, like... There's still gullible people out there, you know, and if you see something on the internet and you take it as fact, then...
Or they could just be open to the fact. Like, they're not
Maybe.
actually committing to it, but they're like, I'll listen.
Maybe. Yeah.
I'll give
Yeah.
it
I
a
mean,
possibility.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I love conspiracy theories, but, like, I just can't get behind flat Earth.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Oh.
just because I like a conspiracy theory doesn't mean I actually believe in it at
Unless
the
it's the
same
JFK
time.
assassination, let's be real.
Because I know a lot of those things, like the articles you're looking at, were done very recently about it as well. And I know there's a lot of flat Earth propaganda sent out about like the eclipse that happened recently, the solar eclipse.
Oh, yeah, tell us about that.
Oh, the solar eclipse was great because things happened that people didn't quite understand, and like that made it feel as though the round Earth was impossible in the way it was spinning and whatnot. Because I think the Earth spins like 23 times or like 26 times for every like one rotation the moon gets.
Mm-hmm.
But yet, when you looked at like the path that you could find the eclipse, it was moving from the west to the east, where like the way the Earth spins, it should be going from the east to the west because the Earth should be spinning into the moon, and it should like eclipse and go the opposite way. So like it was like probably like at least 100 articles
Yeah.
on like the round Earth doesn't exist. Like the NASA's explanation of it does not work well because NASA did kind of screw up a little bit, and when they're doing like their CGI animation about it, they made the moon go like NASCAR speed around
I mean,
the Earth.
the moon is like a weird topic in of itself because
Kicking
it's,
up dust.
it's such a perfect satellite.
Yeah.
You know, and it makes no sense why it is so perfect. It's like 44% the size of the sun or something, or the Earth, and that's why like the eclipses work so well.
Yeah.
And it makes no sense. And then like it's such a big thing, like a big satellite as well, compared to like
Yeah.
other planets in our solar system,
Yeah.
our moon shouldn't be as big as it is,
Well-
but it is.
Well, a lot of that comes
And it
from
works.
And it works.
well, it feels like
And we're not dead, so...
well, we would have been dead if we were around when the moon showed up.
Honestly,
well, I mean, yeah, well, there's
We are
Because
very
the moon
lucky.
used to be us.
That was a lot of things, too, is like, okay, how did the moon form? And, like, nobody knows how.
For
really.
certain.
For
There's
certain.
some pretty good guesses.
There's some
I
pretty
want
good
to
theories.
question it, but at the same time, like, I'm fine because I'm alive and I'm happy right now.
See-
So do what you do, universe.
I really like the idea of like thinking of how the moon formed is like you know how like the lava lamps, they have the little blobs go up, like the
Yeah.
blobs go up in one big and it just kind of splits halfway up to the middle. Like I just imagine that's how the moon formed, like how when it got hit by the asteroid, spun and like threw off a bunch of debris and formed the
The
moon.
moon's like, okay, I'm here now.
The moon's
Some
like,
of the
I'll stick
diagrams
around.
that they show, like, kind of like,
Yeah.
One thing
Like
that I
lava.
heard was really cool. That was like, okay, you know, like small-minded people believe that the Earth is flat, or like, you know, the moon's a hologram. What if the Earth's a hologram and we're actually living inside the moon?
Oh. Oh God.
It's a cool idea to think about.
it is cool.
I'm not saying that it's like I'm believing it. I'm just
How-
saying like it's a cool
But
idea.
it's cool in the sense, like, I mean, we don't even know where we came from. Like, we don't know a whole lot of stuff. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I know you said something about like, because I know your dad's saying that the Greeks knew about the Earth being round, and way back when the Greeks. When did the Chinese figure it out?
oh, I don't know. I'm not sure if my dad said that. I'm sorry, Dad. I don't know. I don't remember. But if he did,
No, you said
I
it in the
said the
chat.
Chinese, though. Oh.
Yeah, the moon is
I'm sorry, I'm getting used to the chat right now.
Yeah, I'm reading it now too. The moon is 1/3 the size
This
of
is
the Earth,
nice.
which is way different from every other satellite in the solar system.
Unless you're flat Earth, in that case, it's about 20 miles wide, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Or it's a hologram.
It's
one
weird.
of the two.
That's not, everything's fake. But yeah, no, the Chinese found about it in like the 16th century.
That's what I found out, which was way later than Western, like,
Because we were in the Dark
Yeah,
Ages, everyone
right.
was dying. You know?
which I
Everyone
thought,
was dead.
I thought it was really interesting to me. It was just that much later than everyone else.
Yeah, nobody had communication. We didn't have the internet.
Right, I mean,
But it is like crazy.
but,
It's like,
you know, the
why
whole
wouldn't you
Silk,
know?
but it was
Yeah.
interesting too because the whole Silk Road happened way earlier.
true.
So you think, like, with trading goods and
Trading ideas would happen.
right.
But nobody.
I think that would happen earlier.
Yeah, maybe.
I just thought it was cool.
Yeah.
And maybe, you know, look into that a little more.
Would
And
I?
then, meanwhile, Europe is just like, fucking what?
20 miles sound...
You what?
20
me?
miles wide sound legit.
I mean, have you
It
tried
does.
to walk 20 miles? That's a long time.
a
It
long
feels like I
time.
walked across the surface. Of the
Are you
moon.
on it? Oh, yeah. No, my dad.
Meanwhile, we
But-
have a bunch of celebrities
You-
that believe in flat Earth now. I mean,
Oh.
like all of two. Tila Tequila.
Teal-
Ooh,
And-
tequila, tequila,
You have liquor in your name.
yeah.
And then the rapper B.O.B.
Oh, Bob.
Yeah.
legit people.
They believe in flat
Oh.
Earth. If you go on their Twitter feed, it's great.
What I enjoy a lot about like the mythos behind the flat Earth was like back in like 17, not the 17, more like the 1500s, 1600s in like Europe when they started start sending like people over to explore. Like they knew about round Earth, and they're like widely people like, yeah, if you went to college, like you learned that the Earth was like globe, not like flat.
Yeah.
But people like in the present, I guess, started making up the fact like, oh no, they're burning the scientists for saying it's globes to like kind of like try and like diss the church kind of a thing.
Yeah. And,
I love... Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, go ahead. Sorry.
Yours is probably a lot more smarter than
You
mine.
sure about that?
But I'm loving the memes that are coming out of this shit.
Oh
What?
boy.
Flat Earth memes give me life.
So there's this one with someone that takes a picture of a tornado, and they're like, haha, fuck you, flat earthers. And they take a picture of a globe, and apparently the tornado is a piece that connects the globe to the like little axis of the spinny
Oh.
thing or whatever.
My favorite is like, why can't we find the meteor impact of like the dinosaurs? Well, duh, the meteor hit the Earth spun around and threw the dinosaurs
Yeah,
off.
fuck you, dinosaurs. They're space dinosaurs now. It was
Just
one of our...
smashed on our little Jetsons frickin' ceiling.
Yeah, the firmament. It's called the firmament.
It smashed on our ferment.
I was
Firmament.
I was thinking, well, it was one of our first podcasts, which I believe is on YouTube right
Yeah,
now,
it should be.
where we said, well, if maps are flat, then the Earth must be flat.
That's what
I'm
that's
saying.
what Europe thought for the longest.
So
time.
I mean that makes total fucking sense to me.
Well, I mean, most of our maps are inaccurate as well. If you didn't know that, because like, I mean, you know, like most countries like to portray like their country as the biggest country,
Right.
when in reality it's like maybe like, you know, the half or like 3/4 of the size of what it actually is, and like
Russia.
yeah. And there's no, I mean, there's a way to truly map the Earth and like have it be like a flat thing, but nobody uses it because it's so convoluted and weird.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's just there's still going to be gaps in it because there's no way to actually do that mathematically with a sphere. If our Earth was a torus or a donut shape, yeah, that would be really easy.
Yeah, exactly. But it's not. What if it is? Oh.
You can make an environment that almost behaves like a globe as a torus. Almost.
Okay.
Not exactly.
Let's I feel like we should get on Twitter and start talking about how Donut Earth is the real way to go.
The torus Earth?
Yeah.
You gotta sound
Earth.
scientific.
Oh, before we move to Donut Earth,
No, we're not moving to Donut Earth.
It's a real thing.
Is
I'm not fucking with you.
Hold on, I'm gonna Google
Trailer
torus
Park
Earth.
Boys. I'm not fucking with you.
A language now.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Lord.
We
I
might
was
be
gonna say the guy that was trying to build the rocket to
Yeah.
prove flat Earth
What was his
theory
name?
is
It was
true.
like George something.
Mike Hughes.
Mike Hughes. Mike.
Yes. Hi.
They're always named Mike.
My dad's name's Mike. And so is your dad. Anyhow,
dad's
so
name is
he
Dave.
was originally going to fly, do his first mission
Yeah.
February 3rd. And then he tried again recently, but failed that attempt as well.
Didn't he
yeah.
just like go like couple like 1,000 miles?
Yeah,
What?
nothing.
Not into space, but like just
not miles, like meters.
Yeah.
Nowhere near
Yeah.
like the height of a plane, like a
Yeah.
commercial plane
Yeah.
We
would
all love-
fly. But now he's taking back his flat Earth theories, according to Washington Post. He's saying that he's just doing that for education, scientific stuff that
he just wanted to build a rocket.
Right, he just wanted to build a rocket and just help the community of people of science in general, just building rockets now. So
What if
he
the
He's
is
like
totally bailing that thought of
So it's just a
flat
Earth being
Earth.
flat?
So
What
he's
if
like-
the government got to him?
Oh,
And they were
he
like-
saw something.
The Men in Black came to him.
He looks scared in the video.
I mean, he did just rocket himself
Frick.
up on an air compressor and just.
Yeah,
Not even
well,
an air
okay.
compressor,
And
a
it's funny.
homemade bomb.
It's funny. It says that in fairness to Mike Hughes, at least he knows how to build a rocket. And then Alex says,
Oh yeah, no, he just used a bunch of compressed air. He pretty much built himself a small bomb. That he
so
sat on
essentially not
top
even a
of.
rocket.
I love it, though.
He should be happy he lived through that.
Elon Musk, give this man a job, please.
He should be co-director
Of SpaceX, please.
No, he's just a hobbyist. It sounds like now, because like he was like, oh, he's just doing it for rocket building.
I
like
mean, after like the 2 times where you almost kill yourself, I feel like
oh
you'd
yeah,
probably be like, I'm done. I did it. I'm good. I'm fine. Whatever. Like,
because I wouldn't want to go up twice on that thing. Like you live once, like to launch yourself up. Like you don't get eager to go up again.
exactly. There was another thing as well too. It was a meme kind of, and like this person said like, I can't wait for them to like build rockets that like take people into space. Just so we can take all of like the 200 Flat Earth Society members
A
up into
space
space.
bus.
Yeah, a space
Okay.
bus, so that they can see the curvature of the Earth. And I'm just like,
if
please.
You don't even have
If
to go to
we're doing
space.
that-
You just have to take a normal plane, and you could be like, "Oh wow, it's curving."
Yeah, you gotta take some from like the trip from like New York to London where it takes you over the ocean. It's very cute.
Oh yeah, and they go up at
Yeah,
a higher
yeah,
level.
you can see.
But even like Alec and I for spring break, we went to Las Vegas to meet up with his parents.
No,
and
you went to Zach Bacon's haunted.
oh yeah,
district,
Zach
no,
Baggins.
okay.
I'm sorry, that was a lie. But even
Las
then,
Vegas is a lie.
yeah, it's not even real. It's a hologram too. But you could see the curvature like in the flight there. So I don't know what else to say.
What even is
Yes.
Earth?
Oh my.
What even is life?
But let's talk about donuts.
Yeah.
No, I don't-
Okay, talk about Taurus Earth, please.
Well,
I can't explain Taurus Earth. That's not like a really hard, like strongly like based like following because
Basically a donut.
it's basically it would look like a flattish donut. But in order to have that, there ought to be a place on Earth where you could stand up, look into the sky, and see, there's Africa or something.
That would be cool.
well, what I found out was that obviously Earth is not a donut right now, but it used to be a donut form when it was That's what I read.
Huh.
Well, okay, there's something I read that used to be donut form when it was forming.
Oh, yeah.
So it wasn't completely like a normal donut where it's like cut through the middle. It was more of like, it's like a blood
pinched.
cell in a way.
Yeah, okay.
That kind of a form.
Yeah.
That'd be like more like a sickle cell.
No, it's like a blood cell. But yeah,
Yeah.
thank God
Shut
we
your
didn't have
pothole.
sickle cell disease. Woo. No,
Yeah, I got it from it's like astronomy.com. So
I wish we could go back to the theory that the Earth is hollow because that spawned so many
yes.
great literary
Center
works.
to the Earth. or
Yeah,
whatever.
Journey to the Center of the
Yeah.
Earth.
I love that movie.
I wish that was a true thing. That'd be so freaking cool.
But the book, the Jules Verne book,
I never read
Not-
the book.
you should. It's
Books
great.
are for nerds.
Just a bunch of
I don't know how to read.
just a bunch of old. Oh God.
So this was discovered by a Cambridge university student. So it's actually
That the Earth used to look like a blood cell.
as it was forming, but it wasn't a very quick process. Obviously,
Yeah.
I mean it took a
millions
while.
of years.
So it
Interesting.
really could have been, before it formed into its spherical phase or whatever. So honestly, I mean, this is being looked at seriously. So it's pretty cool looking. Yeah, www.astronomy.com. So
Cool beans.
you should look at that.
Awesome. Well,
Yeah.
whether you believe in flat Earth or not, I mean, obviously we don't. Hopefully, I don't know. This podcast has really made me question a lot of things in my life.
That's a lie. You've been questioning things for a long time.
That's very true.
The fun thing about Flat Earth is I forget the name of the website. I haven't been able to find it, but there's actually a website dedicated to like finding like reasonable explanations for why like globe Earth things work on flat Earth things as well. Like that good old fashioned test where like if you put a stick at like so many longitude and it like casts a certain distance shadow at a certain time of day, and you go like to another place further south and it does the same thing, and you measure the difference to measure the size of the Earth. You can do the same thing if like the sun is just only like 22 miles up. So there's like things like that. Then also like, oh, seasons, like, oh, it's not going in a perfect circle around the Earth with like a spotlight shining down. Oh no, it like kind of like wobbles around a little bit to create the different seasons.
Just wobbles like a plate. I'm imagining like a dinner plate on a stick, just like wobbling around.
Oh no, not the plate wobbles, the sun.
Oh, the sun wobbles.
The sun, like, it
I'm
shifts.
sorry?
It doesn't make a perfect circle. It, like, kind of, like, shifts somewhat.
As it's making
wait,
its
wait,
like
wait.
No,
going
like,
around,
it's, like,
it
more
goes
of, like, it's not a
this.
perfect circle. It's more like ovals. Like
Oh, yeah.
Oh, an elliptical.
Yeah.
Ellipse.
But even that's... Yeah.
That's more believable. I thought you were saying like the freaking thing was like wobbling back and forth. Like
I know, going like this as it's going around in the circle.
It's like no wonder we've had like third winter.
But, I mean, if you wanted to make it really more close to globe Earth, you could say that, like, flat Earth is on, like, a stick, and it is like a dinner plate, and it just kind of, like, shifts a little bit. It's constantly rotating to create the different seasons, because it's kind of how it works now, like, the different angle which it's at pointing towards the sun.
Mm-hmm. And then that's why we have like different winters and summers and all that stuff.
Yeah. That's why the equator is always screwed.
That's why you need to put that on that website that we're a dinner plate on a stick.
Oh.
With our Jetsons firmament.
Frickin' circus acts everywhere. Rejoice. You're doing physics.
Yeah, exactly.
You're
Woo!
doing God's work.
Doing God's work. Oh my God. Well, yeah. So basically, the whole like, what is it? The closing statement of this podcast. No, we don't believe in flat Earth. At least I don't.
Yeah.
You guys do?
No.
No.
Okay, thank God.
But it's fun to think about.
It is fun
It's
to
cool.
think about.
It makes
Like,
you.
makes
I mean,
you think.
yeah, outside of what you believe in.
To answer your question, the sun in the flat Earth scenario is just like a spotlight, is what they consider it. It doesn't cast its light over the entirety of the Earth, but instead, like, it has a ring that goes around.
Shit.
It's like literally like a stage light, like a very focused beam of light. Like if I shine my
Your iPhone or your
my
whatever
Android
thing.
phone
It
technology,
pisses me off so much
it's
more
like
just
this. It's
thinking
like
about
really
this.
close and goes around. It's probably like an awful demonstration. What's this?
And who's controlling the spotlight?
God.
It's probably on a wire.
I probably should be
That-
careful with that. Sorry.
I am now.
You know the
even more
North Pole?
pissed off.
It's actually a pole that goes really far up to the top of our Fernandendum. And
Firmament. I hate
And it has a little wires attached, and it hangs the sun off of it and kind of like spins it around.
Just when I thought I couldn't get more pissed off about Flat Earth.
I'm
I'm now even more pissed off about Flat Earth.
I'm sure more things will come up as the year goes on.
As the years goes on,
What
I'm
the
just gonna
fuck
be
is
like,
what I think too?
oh my god.
Right.
But yeah,
It's fun. I mean, it's fun to get angry about something you don't actually believe in.
it's fun. It's what would you say? You love to hate it.
Right.
Yeah.
You love to hate it, and like you love to research it to hate it even more.
Exactly. So you can be like, I am very founded in my beliefs that this is stupid.
I've done the research. I tried to take your side. I just can't. I can't.
Yeah, we were talking about that before. You were like, I'm going to play devil's advocate. And then now you're just like, nope.
It's too hard of a task.
Well, it wouldn't be hard of a task. It'd just be like, as all the things like counterexamples they have to do is like math and just numbers. And I don't feel like bringing a bunch of numbers. And
That's true. You're going to lose a lot of viewers. No, I'm kidding.
You lose a lot of
You're losing
interest.
us. No, I'm
I'd
kidding.
lose you guys.
We tried to do math.
Yeah.
I took 2 years of math in college. And
You
I've
took
been
calculus. Calculus was one of them.
business calc. Not even like regular
You know what
calculus.
a derivative is.
That's true.
Boom.
Kind of.
But yeah, no, I mean, this is an interesting thing to research about,
It's
even
a
more
very-
so.
Yeah, it's a very interesting topic. And like, as I said before, conspiracy theories are fun.
They are.
Yeah.
I
so-
really love them. I mean, obviously, there's some that I do believe in, but this is not one of them.
Yeah, exactly. But it's important to talk about because it is definitely a big thing.
You should question what you believe in,
Exactly.
because, I mean, otherwise, why? You need to know why you believe in what you do believe. It sounds a
Exactly.
little weird. I'm sorry, but like,
No, it's very, like question authority, question.
research, listen to
Yes.
others, and then make your decision after that. Like,
Exactly.
My favorite still is octahedron Earth. It has flat sides and it's also round. I mean, it looks kind
yeah. I
so
wish
everyone's happy.
Can we be a D20 Earth, a dodecahedron Earth? That'd be great.
Oh,
it
yeah.
was so pretty. It'd be like a diamond, like ring
Yes.
thing.
Yeah, dude.
But
What?
Dodecahedron Earth.
Do I need to start like mapping that model for us?
I feel like you need to.
All right.
But I was thinking about next time. Sorry, speaking of next time, I want to do the Culper ring, Washington Spies
Yes,
ring.
you mentioned
Oh,
that.
gee.
And because the show Turn,
Yep, Alec and I are watching right now. We're
Almost
finishing
there.
it.
yes.
We don't want to because then it's the end of the
Then
show.
it's over and it's done.
And it's sad.
Then I know
So-
everything about history again.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, Lord.
But, I mean, Ken's is a history major.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean,
It defines her.
She, yeah.
Does. That's
she knows
the
a lot.
only, thing about my personality is that I'm a history major.
But, like, I think,
I think we should.
Yep, next time.
Would really like to, yes. I think it'd be fun.
yeah, definitely.
And it'd probably be
It's a cool part of our own history.
I'm gonna talk
of-
about my Lego collection.
multiple
No.
episodes about the Culper ring, Because I feel like there's a lot.
Oh,
a lot to go
wait,
into.
Wait, my dad.
No, that was a while ago.
Oh, sorry, Dad. What is the sun? A flat Earth scenario? Oh, your mom gave a thumbs up. Yes, I love you, Mom.
To the Culper ring?
Love you, Dorothy.
I don't know.
Most likely.
Probably.
Which I think it'd be super fun. So yeah.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool because it involves both men and women, so it's like you get both sides of the story, like the people that are involved in the war, like physically, and then the women that are at home, like trying to manipulate, like
It's so
things that's
interesting.
going on
Yeah.
with the men.
Exactly, because revolutionary history, I mean, it is like a big thing, but most Americans at least don't really think about it until it gets to be July. And they're like, oh, yeah, Revolutionary War, woo!
It's stuff. Yeah, I think it's important to go back and look at that where we
Yes.
come from.
So be prepared for that for the next
Yes.
episode. It will either be next Saturday or some Saturday.
Yeah, school. But
Yes.
give us your input, of this, episode, and then next episode, what do you want us to research, and
Culper
maybe, about the about the Culper ring. You have questions of
After.
your own.
But what other stuff do you want us to research?
Right. Beyond this point of Culper ring.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Also, to close, follow us on Twitter at Kiki Artiste, Kiki_Artiste.
Hey, that's me.
Meme Supreme 1, no underscore, and then Maple Drop with the O
Alec.
as a 0. Super
Or
fun
Alec.
stuff. Or Alec. You can find us as Kiki, Ken's, and Alec, of course. Be sure to check the YouTube as well if you couldn't make it to this episode because we have more episodes on there as well.
Well, it's kind of redundant because if you're listening to this episode, I mean...
But I mean, if you're like, if you find the stream like within a couple days...
Yeah, and you watch the entire first part?
What do you mean?
Never mind.
I'm saying like if they find like the Twitch and then like...
They cut to the last 10 minutes.
I don't know. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. This was a shorter episode, but we like shorter episodes. What?
Oh, sorry. I know, we're trying to get back into this thing. I'm sorry. What I was going to say is that our previous episodes, sadly, we didn't know about Twitch. After a period of time, they're not saved anymore in our archives. So we're now going to save our videos into YouTube now. So if you ever want to look back on these, it'll be on Twitch for a while, but not for long. So later on down the road, go to YouTube, look us up on there. So
thankfully, those episodes that were previously on Twitch were basically just rehashings of episodes that we've had on YouTube.
Yeah.
So you can just go back and watch those as well. It's basically the same stuff. So so yeah, but thank you guys for watching, and we hope you liked it. And we hope that we persuaded you in a certain way, whether you like Flat Earth or not. Please don't like Flat Earth.
All right.
Yeah, but
thanks,
thank you.
guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Mom and Dad.
Love your lamp. Shoot the gap.
Oh, gee.
And see you
next time
Woo.
when we do it live.